Welcome back. So today's video is going to be similar to yesterday's, but today's going to be different because I'm not going to cut my head off this time. You guys should be able to see me this time. So we're a little bit wider. Hopefully that solved our problem. So today we are learning about introduction and hook and thesis statement and supporting details. So I would get out a piece of paper that you guys can be taking notes on, whether that's your social studies journal or a piece of scrap paper. But writing these down, I will be posting a picture of this on the activity for you guys to look at later. So if I move maybe a little too quick for you, feel free to pause the video at any time to kind of jot down these different things. But the main idea is I want you guys to understand what you need to produce a quality introduction. And that's what I'm going to be looking for in this final Causes of the Revolutionary War essay. So today's day one. Tomorrow we'll be doing our body paragraphs, and on Friday we will be doing our conclusions. So in your introduction, you need to have a hook. That'll be your first step. The very first thing you write in the introduction is a hook. So imagine you're going fishing, you just cast it out there and you need to reel that fish in. You need to hook it, okay? And so imagine that's like your the person who's reading your essay. You want to cast it out there and you want to hook them, okay? Literally, no, but metaphorically, yes. We want to hook them so that they want to continue to read your essay. They want to make that, make something spicy for them to want to read it. So there are 4 different types of hooks that you may use. Don't use all of them. You just want to pick one. And you might like one or two of these a little bit more than the other, and that's awesome. You shouldn't necessarily want to always use all of them for every scenario. But I want you guys to pick one for today. And that's what you guys are going to use for your hook of your essay. So the very first one is a fact. So just stating any fact that you know about your title, about your topic, which is the causes of the Revolutionary War. So an example of that is the Revolutionary War was fought between England and the 13 colonies from 1775 to 1783. Okay? Do I expect there to be 16 people using the exact same hook and all of you be using this fact? No. Find your own facts, okay? And it just needs to be one fact, really short and sweet, and that's an example of a fact hook. The second one is descriptive. The small 13 colonies fight against the mighty British. So I'm describing what is going on, what the topic of my essay is about. So Causes of the Revolutionary War, this was describing what it is. The small 13 colonies fight against the mighty, so describing in some sort of way. It's pretty similar to fact. But this can give you a little bit more leeway for opinion because you can describe it in your own words, okay? Imagine scenario. This one is really fun. Imagine you were a colonist during the 18th century and then kind of build on that a little bit more. That's why I put this ellipses at the end. Just ... Make it suspenseful. But imagine you blank, or imagine if blank. But it's kind of cool because you get to put people into the mindset of maybe a colonist or whatever your essay is that you're writing about. And the last one is a quote, which is pretty straightforward. Kind of like we have our quote writer every single day who writes just a random quote, maybe inspiring the class. But this quote should be directly related to whatever your topic is. So I put "Give me liberty or give me death" by Patrick Henry. So talking about how the Patriots felt at that time. They wanted to, they made a firm stance. So give me liberty or give me death. But I want change. And so at that time, the Patriots, they wanted change. So if you choose to go with the quote route, you need to find a quote that is related to what you're talking about in your essay. Okay? So this is hook. It's just a way to make your essay a little bit more spicy, a little bit more exciting for the reader to want to continue reading your story. Okay? So you got fact, descriptive, imagine, and quote. The second thing that you need to have, so this is always the first thing. Second, so right after this sentence, you will write your thesis statement. The thesis statement is just one sentence that tells the main point of your essay. So what is it that you're writing about? The author, the reader wants to know, what am I going to be reading about? So you're going to tell them, you're going to hook them, and then you're going to tell them what the purpose of your essay is. Okay? The causes of the Revolutionary War. This morning I told you guys about coffee. Okay? I hate coffee. Okay? Coffee, as a fact, is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Fact. Not a descriptive. That's not descriptive. It's not vile, disgusting, hot, boiling, addictive, costly, terrible. That's not descriptive. Those are straight facts. Okay? But talking about that, then my thesis statement will be, I do not like coffee. I think it is nasty, disgusting, horrible. Okay? If you're talking about the Revolutionary War or the causes of the Revolutionary War, your thesis should be talking about maybe what the causes were, various causes. There were acts, taxes. Britain did not like the colonies, not following all these different laws that they were passing. So talking about what is your essay about, but in one sentence. And then last but not least, so first part of your introduction, second part. The third part is where you talk about your supporting details, the 3 reasons or paragraph to support your thesis statement. Okay, so then going forward to tomorrow, you're going to have 3 body paragraphs. Those are going to be 3 different causes that you pick from your Causes of the Revolutionary War book. This is why I thought it was super important that you guys all needed this, and this is also why I told you guys to take really thorough and accurate notes, because you're going to be picking 3 of these different laws that were passed, acts that were passed, taxes, events like the Boston Massacre. Pick 3 of them that are your favorites, and those are going to be your supporting details, these causes of the Revolutionary War. Okay? And that's it. That's all an introduction is. It's brief, it's just 1 paragraph, and it needs to have a hook, a thesis statement, and supporting details. Okay? If you have any questions, I would love to know. Leave them in the comments below. All right, take care, guys.